10 Eating mistakes that quietly damage women's health. After 60. Turning 60 isn't just a number. It's a moment in life when your body slows down, becomes more sensitive, and begins to whisper for more care. But too often, women carry on old eating habits that, while once harmless, now quietly chip away at their health. If you can recognize these 10 common mistakes early, you can shift your lifestyle and give your body the chance to thrive, stronger, more vibrant, and full of grace. 1. Cutting down on protein to feel lighter. Many women start eating less as they age, especially cutting back on meat and protein, thinking it'll ease digestion. But in truth, low protein intake accelerates muscle loss, weakens bones, and increases the risk of falls. Protein doesn't weigh you down, it holds you up. Choose easy-to-digest options like eggs, fish, tofu, or Greek yogurt, and include them daily. 2. Drinking too little water because you don't feel thirsty. As we age, our sense of thirst fades, but the body still needs hydration, perhaps more than ever, to support the kidneys, liver, and brain. Without enough water, you may feel sluggish, constipated, forgetful, or dizzy. Water is love, from the inside out. Keep a water bottle nearby and drink regularly, even when thirst doesn't knock. 3. Skipping breakfast. Eat breakfast like a queen is more than an old saying. It's a golden rule for women over 60. Skipping breakfast can throw off your blood sugar, lead to fatigue, and increase cravings later in the day. A simple morning meal, like oatmeal, boiled eggs, fruit, or yogurt, can fuel your body and lift your spirit. 4. Overusing salt for flavor. As taste buds dull with age, food may seem bland, leading many to reach for more salt. But salty meals are silent saboteurs, contributing to high blood pressure, stroke, and kidney issues. Instead, flavor with garlic, ginger, herbs, or lemon juice, natural ways to wake up your plate and protect your health. 5. Trusting low-fat or diet-ly labels too much. Women often turn to low-fat or diet products to avoid weight gain, not realizing that many are loaded with sugar, additives, or artificial sweeteners. Processed diet foods can confuse metabolism and damage long-term health. The better path? Eat real food, simple, whole, and satisfying. Trust nature over packaging. 6. Not eating enough vegetables and fruits. A lack of fiber-rich fruits and veggies can slow digestion, age the skin, and raise cholesterol. Your body after 60 needs fiber like it needs air to clean the gut, nourish good bacteria, and reduce inflammation. Choose leafy greens, colorful veggies, and low-sugar fruits, and let your plate bloom with life. 7. Using too much sugar in coffee, tea, and snacks. Just a little bit of sugar can add up, causing weight gain, insulin resistance, memory problems, and faster aging. Sugar hides in sauces, drinks, and even healthy snacks. Try cutting back, using a touch of honey or cinnamon, and learning to enjoy the true flavors of food and life. 8. Snacking late at night. Many women struggle with sleep, and evening snacking becomes a comfort. But eating sugary or heavy foods before bed can spike blood sugar, disrupt sleep, and promote belly fat, the most dangerous kind for heart health. If you're hungry, try warm soup, a handful of seeds, or unsweetened almond milk. Gentle choices lead to peaceful rest. 9. Drinking sweetened condensed milk or sugary coffee. Sweetened milk and sugary coffee may bring nostalgia, but they're packed with concentrated sugar, dangerous for aging bodies. Combined with caffeine, they may cause insomnia, heart palpitations, and fatigue. You don't have to give up coffee. Just make wiser swaps, like diluted black coffee or plant-based milk. 10. Relying on supplements instead of real meals. Supplements are not meals. Yet many women believe that pills can replace nutrition from food. In truth, real meals build the foundation for any supplement to work effectively. Eat with joy, choose fresh, cook simply, and treat each meal as a small ceremony of self-love. Because food isn't just fuel, It's medicine, memory, and meaning. Final thoughts. Health after 60 doesn't come from big changes. It comes from small, intentional choices every single day. Knowing what you're eating and why you're eating it is the deepest form of self-awareness and self-respect. Your body is still listening, so speak to it with kindness through every bite. 10 gentle yet powerful habits to help women. Over 60, live lightly, healthily, and happily each day. Turning 60 isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. One that moves slower, feels deeper, and holds more space for wisdom and love. You don't need drastic changes. Sometimes it's the quiet, consistent things that make life richer. If you practice these 10 simple habits every day, you'll notice peace becomes easier and joy feels closer. 1. Start your day with 1 minute of stillness. Before you reach for your phone, before you think about what to eat or what you should do, sit still, breathe deeply, smile gently. That 1 minute is a message to your body and soul. Today, I choose to move slowly and live kindly. 2. Take a walk outside. No matter how short, you don't have to jog. You don't have to sweat. You just need your feet and a bit of sunlight. A walk around the garden, to the market, or in a nearby park. These quiet steps awaken your body, calm your thoughts, and help the worries drift away like leaves on the breeze. 3. Eat as an act of love for yourself. Don't just eat to fill your stomach. Eat to nourish your soul. Choose colorful foods, gently prepared, filled with care. Eat the way you'd cook for someone you love deeply, because that someone is you. 4. Stay in touch with at least one friend every week. Friendship after 60 is precious medicine. A phone call, a cup of tea, a stroll through the market, just that little time with someone who knows you, can keep your heart open and your smile warm. 5. Speak gently to others, but especially to yourself. When you look in the mirror, don't focus on wrinkles or silver hair. Say to yourself, I've lived bravely for decades, I'm still here, and that is something to celebrate. 6. Choose what you let into your ears and heart. Not every news story deserves your peace. Not every opinion needs your energy. Listen to songs, words, and stories that lift you up, that make you smile even when you're alone. 7. Let go of what no longer fits your life. People change, needs shift. Some things that once mattered may no longer serve you. It's okay to step away, to gently close a chapter. Letting go doesn't mean losing. It means making space for something new. 8. Learn something new, just for the joy of it. It could be knitting, journaling, growing herbs, or figuring out that tricky smartphone. You don't have to be good at it. The joy is in the trying, in the discovery. If you're still curious, you're still alive in the truest sense. 9. Treat sleep like sacred self-care. Good sleep is a hidden treasure after 60. Turn off screens early. Eat light before 7 p.m. Soak your feet. Read a few calm words or listen to soothing music. A peaceful night gives rise to a peaceful day. 10. Be grateful for the tiniest things. Morning light. A bird's song. Warm rice. A soft breeze. You don't need a big reason to be grateful. If you can still feel the moment, you are still living fully. Final thoughts. After 60, life isn't a race anymore. It's a gentle journey, back to your true self. To what matters, to what heals. You don't have to do more. You just have to live with awareness, one breath at a time. And in that, you'll find life is still so beautiful. After 60, learning to love yourself again, gently, slowly, truly. Youth often teaches us how to love others with all our hearts, but sometimes it makes us forget that there's someone who also deserves that same kind of love, ourselves. After 60, you no longer need to prove anything to anyone. Now is the time to come home to yourself, softly, kindly, patiently. Loving yourself at this age isn't selfish. It's healing, it's reclaiming. It's the quiet wisdom of knowing you deserve peace, after all the storms you've walked through. 1. Forgive the woman you used to be. Maybe you said things you regret. Maybe you stayed too long or walked away too soon. But you know what? We all carry scars. Now, in your 60s, it's time to stop punishing yourself. Time to say, I did the best I could with what I knew. I've learned. And now, I deserve to move forward with a lighter heart. 2. Care for your body like you would a dear old friend. Your body may no longer be firm or youthful, but it has carried you through decades of life. Every wrinkle is a memory, every ache, a teacher. So don't ignore your body. Massage your feet at night. Moisturize your skin. Drink your water. Eat gently. Not to fix anything, but to say, thank you for staying with me this far. 3. Stop comparing. You are not behind. You are not late. Some women are traveling the world. Some are tending to gardens. Some are raising grandkids. Others are finally resting. You don't have to be successful or busy to be enough. You only need to be true to yourself, each day in your own way. That in itself is remarkable. 4. Find joy in the small, forgotten passions. Did you used to love sewing, singing, writing poems no one ever read? Don't let those little joys sleep forever. They are bridges back to the woman you were before the world got too loud. After 60, the most beautiful thing is not how much you do, but how deeply you still feel. 5. Learn to say no without guilt. You don't have to attend every dinner. You don't have to smile through uncomfortable conversations. You don't have to explain. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It protects what's sacred, your energy, your boundaries, your peace. 6. Self-love is a journey, not a finish line. Some days you'll feel strong, some days fragile. That's okay. The miracle is that you're still here, still choosing kindness, still learning to soften toward yourself, no matter what. Loving yourself doesn't mean you're always happy. It means you honor every version of you, the messy, the radiant, the real. Final words. You've spent a lifetime giving love to others. Now it's time to give a little back, to you. From this moment on, let every breath you take whisper a promise. I deserve a life that feels light, gentle, and full of love, starting with my own. Slow down to see yourself. The gentle art of living peacefully. After 60. After decades of moving in a fast-paced world, you've probably spent most of your life doing things for others. But one day, you wake up and realize, rushing doesn't make you feel strong anymore. It makes you feel empty. After 60, life offers a quiet truth. Slowing down doesn't mean falling behind. It means going deeper. 1. Slow down to feel what you truly need. When was the last time you sat in silence, with no need to speak, fix, or explain, just to breathe and listen? After 60, what matters most is no longer what you own, but how deeply you connect with your own heart. Peace has always been waiting there. You just need to pause long enough to return to it. 2. Slow down to heal. Healing doesn't come from noise or motion. It arrives in quiet afternoons, in a warm cup of tea, in a slow walk without destination, in an old book or a memory that surfaces like a gentle wave. When you slow down, you'll finally hear your heart whisper, I've been here all along. I never gave up on you. 3. Slow down to honor your real emotions. At this age, you no longer need to explain your sadness or justify your joy. You've earned the right to feel, fully, freely. You don't have to be the strong version of yourself every day. You only need to be the honest version, and that's more than enough. 4. Slow down to truly connect with those you love. Gone are the days of endless social events and small talk. Now, a quiet coffee with an old friend, a warm meal shared with your grandchildren, a phone call to someone you haven't spoken to in years. That's what fills your heart. Slowing down helps you see that love doesn't have to be loud. It just has to be real. 5. Slow down to feel grateful simply for being here. Not everyone gets to see 60. You've walked through storms. You've survived moments that tried to break you. But here you are, breathing, living, smiling. Slow down, and you'll realize life is no longer something to conquer. It's something to be thankful for. Every single day. Closing thoughts. Slowing down is not about giving up. It's about choosing what truly matters. It's about letting go of what no longer serves you and holding close what nourishes your soul. And when you finally slow down, you'll hear something beautiful, the sound of your own heart, gentle, true, and filled with love. Keeping the fire alive after 60, when your heart still dreams. People often think that after 60, life should slow down, settle down, and shrink into something small and quiet. But here's a truth many forget. Passion has no age. As long as your heart is still beating, it can still dream, still love, and still begin something beautiful. You don't need to be young to begin again. Passion doesn't need the speed or strength of your 20s. It only needs a heart brave enough to say, I still can. After 60, when most of life's big responsibilities have eased and the race to prove yourself has passed, you have something you didn't before. Freedom. Freedom to live for yourself. Freedom to explore what you once postponed while caring for others. You don't need anyone's permission to shine. Maybe you want to learn how to paint, write a book, practice yoga, travel, play music, start a YouTube channel for cooking, or simply plant flowers in the morning light and enjoy your tea with peace. You don't need anyone to understand it. You only need to feel joy. Joy that brings a smile, softens your pace, and lets you feel truly, fully yourself again. You can begin anytime, because wonder is still waiting. Being 60 is not a full stop. It's a comma, opening a new chapter, one that's softer but deeper. Dreams no longer have to be chased wildly. Now they are cherished, gifts you gently unwrap and offer back to yourself. And remember, when you live with passion, you don't just inspire yourself, you quietly inspire others, too, especially the younger ones watching you with admiration and awe. To close, if you woke up today with even the tiniest spark in your heart, if something still stirs you, even quietly, don't ignore it. Because that, right there, could be the glowing ember that warms your entire next chapter. Hold it close, nurture it, and let it gently lead you back to yourself. The art of letting go. After 60, lighten your heart to live more deeply. There are things that, if we don't let go, will weigh us down forever. There are memories that, when held too tightly, only leave us weary. In youth, we're taught to hold on, to dreams, success, status, emotions. But after 60, we're invited to learn how to let go, not giving up, not resigning, but releasing the burdens that no longer serve us. The regrets, the unchangeable past, the people who once hurt us. You don't have to forgive it all today, but gently loosen your grip and let your soul breathe again. Letting go doesn't make you weak. It makes you free. When we clutch too tightly to something in our hearts, we anchor ourselves to pain, even if it's invisible. But when we learn to let go, we begin to float, lighter, freer, more present in the moment. Letting go is an art, and like all art, you don't have to master it from the start. You just need to begin. Letting go to live more lightly, not to live less. You'll be surprised. Once you're no longer consumed by the past, the present begins to glow. A simple meal becomes warm. An afternoon sunbeam becomes a gift. A laugh echoes longer and softer in your heart. Letting go, to welcome what's next. You can only receive what's new when your hands aren't clinging to what's old. Let go of expectations that never came true. Of relationships that no longer feel kind. Of fears that have long expired. And in return, you'll open the door to healing, love, and a gentler, wiser version of yourself. To close, after 60, there's no more need to chase, no more need to prove. Just waking up with a smile, feeling the breeze kiss your skin, and letting your heart soften at the beauty around you. That's already a complete life. Learn to release, to breathe, to live a life that feels lighter and deeper.